Good day everyone and welcome to the Thought Series. In today's episode, we will explore how people moved from the traditional libraries to the internet as sources of media and information. Our goal is to understand how this shift changed the way we learn, access knowledge, and share ideas. I am Marlon Quinto, your host, and with me are two expert guests, Aldrin Lucero and Dominic Terciano.
Thank you, Abby, for having us here today. It's a pleasure to be part of this discussion.
Let's begin with libraries. Before the rise of digital technology, libraries were considered the main sources of reliable information. Aldrin, how would you describe the role of libraries in the past?
Well, before, libraries served as knowledge centers for not only for students but also for researchers. Researchers where students can find very information that are reliable. But usually they rely on books. Usually they rely on books, newspapers, and magazines to gather information. Although these libraries are not so much organized, they help us to gather information as much as internet does today.
That's true. Dominic, what do you think made libraries valuable?
Libraries encourage focus and discipline. Students learn about how to locate information through cards, catalogs, indexes, and reference sections. It took efforts, but the process helped people remember and understand what they learned.
As technology developed, the internet slowly replaced libraries as the main sources of information. Dominic, how did this change begin?
The change started when computers and internet access become more common. People realized they could search information instantly without going to physical location. Online platforms like Google and digital libraries made research faster.
As technology developed, the internet slowly replaced libraries as the main source of information. Dominic, how did this change begin?
The change started when computers and the internet became common. People realized that they could search for information instantly without going to physical location. Online platforms like Google and digital libraries made research faster.
That's an important point. Alvin, how did this affect the way people study and communicate?
As we see today, the internet helps our students to download learning materials and even research through AI. It can help them. They can also watch educational videos through YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok even. And because of that, it makes learning so much easier and more interactive. Not only can they learn everything online, but they can also collaborate with different students and different, let's say, educators. Just through the internet, you do not have to travel and wait up at places. They can just use Google Meets and so on.
Technology has made research easier, but it also brings challenges. Aldrin, what do you think is the disadvantages of using the internet over libraries?
Well, first and foremost, the biggest advantage of the internet over the libraries is that the internet allows us to, let's say, the internet save us more times and also offers us millions of organized learning materials through online that can help us deepen our understanding through different texts, readable text that we can see through the internet. Unlike with the library, wherein we have to dig through the archives of the library.
Dominic, what do you think about the disadvantages?
I think not everything online is accurate. Some websites spread misinformation, unlike books in library. Online sources are not always checked by experts. it requires media literacy to know which information is true and reliable.
Let's begin to this to real life. As students, we often use both printed and digital sources.
Yes, for example, we research as a school project. We usually start online for quick getting information. But deeper the understanding, books and journals from the library are still useful.
Well, based on my experience, I can see and I can say that now schools combine both of the learning, the traditional approach of face-to-face, and also the online learning. They give the online learning, they can give online video materials, videos, and even hold an online forum or discussion. And moreover, they can also send them educational videos that narrates how different studies and understanding goes on, such as manual instructions and so on.
From your perspective, what lesson can we learn from this shift? From libraries to the internet?
Well, for me, I can say that usually balance is important today. As of now, we have two different main sources of information, but we mostly rely on the internet. But because of that, we sometimes encounter false informations and wrongful contents. Unlike the library, most or all of the published are dreadful and are based on facts, since it cannot be realized if it's not based on it. And moreover, we should double check from the internet and the libraries to confirm our theories and understanding of the studies.
From my own experience, I realized that the technology makes us learn easier, but it can make us lazy if we just rely on it. I think we should use both library and the internet. The internet gives us speed, but the library reminds us to think deeper. As they say, too much convenience can weaken curiosity. That's why being media literate helps us balance both.
Today's discussion showed how media and information resources evolved from physical libraries to the digital platforms. Libraries give us credibility, focus, and structure. The internet brought speed, accessibility, and innovation. But with both comes responsibility. Thank you, Aldrin and Dominic, for sharing your insights.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you as well for having us in this meaningful discussion.
Before we end, we want to leave our listeners with a few meaningful reminders. Access to information is power, but knowing how to use it is wisdom. To our listeners, thank you for
joining us at the Talk series.
Sir, tapos na po.